All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me today and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on the YouTube channel for G.A.R Capital. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little white logo. Click on that, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel. Make sure to hit that like button. Really do appreciate it, as always. Helps the channel grow. Let's go ahead and get started. The Dow futures are down about 64 points, relatively flat. NASDAQ down about 0.34. S&P futures basically flat, three handles. S&P Russell 2000 flat. Oil is up 4.26% this morning, right around 107.47 a barrel. Gasoline up 3.34. That's where the price is right now, $3.34. 3.32% to the upside. Gold is down 0.26%, 19.24 an ounce. Silver futures down up about 0.53%. Yields are up today, 2.232%, up nearly 4%. So that means I am watching financials today. Financials. When yields are up, I'm watching financials. Dollar index 98.32, up about 0.09%. The VIX is up 2.97%, 24.58. Euro dollar down about 11 pips, 110.37. 119.23 for the dollar yen, up about 6 pips. Bitcoin is down about $790, 1.88%, and Ethereum just couldn't break that 3,000 level over the weekend, 29.23. Right now, let's take a look at some pre-market movers. Really, the big news today was that there was a crash in China regarding a Boeing 737, I believe. Let me see if I can get that for you. A China Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 has crashed. That happened right around 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Boeing is down pre-market on that. You could see it is bouncing slightly. You could see as low as it got to around 180. Now it's at 183.70. Kind of chilling right on that blue line, that 100-day moving average. Let's see some pre-market movers this morning. Anything worth looking at? Not really this morning. Nothing on that. Let's take a look at the Dow. Boeing, again, down 4.73%. Apple down about a quarter point. Nike's up 1.36%. Verizon 1.12%. Chevron up 1%. Pretty much the value names are catching some bids. Disney's down 0.32%. Microsoft down about 0.67%. Ford Motor Company's green. Nvidia's green 0.43%. Tesla's up 1.36%. Occidental is down. American Airlines down about 1.5%. Nielsen down 17.59%. That's like the Nielsen ratings for TV. Excuse me. Lucid Group up 0.58%. AMD up 0.24%. Meta down 0.73%. So again, the NASDAQ being down, you're seeing just slight movement in the markets. Again, guys, we had a hell of the last 3 days. So again, I don't have any positions open in terms of trades. Again, I'm just going to watch the markets, but I definitely want to take a look at some banks today. JPM, let's see if we can get above around 141. If we can get to around 141, that'd be nice. That'd probably be the main one I'm looking at. There's a gap to fill right at 147.48. You could do the 145s, or you could take a look at the 148s for the week for JPM, possibly a day trade. So again, I really like JPM here. Looking at Goldman Sachs, there is a gap to fill right at 351. So again, another gap to fill. Would I fill the 350s right off the rip? I think JPM is probably the better trade there. On Citibank, there is a little more love to the upside, 57.82. If we can get that break, there is another gap to fill right at 62. So again, you could do the 60s or something like that. So again, I'm watching JPM, I'm watching Citi. Let's take a look at Bank of America. Bank of America, there's a slight gap to fill right at 44.93. Again, same thing like at like we did with Nvidia with that freebie. Let's see if we can break above 43.35 or so, or 43.32. If that does break, I'm definitely watching right here, 44.91. You could do the 45 calls. So JPM, a break of 141. I'm taking a look at possibly the 145 calls, 147 calls, or something like that. You could possibly do the 150s if you give yourself a little more room, maybe some more time. We don't have any Fed FOMC in April. So again, if you kind of want to swing it for April, that'd probably give you a little more time too. Bank of America break of 43.32. There's a gap to fill at 44.91. Again, so JPM, BAC, and Citi are on my watches for today. As yields are going up, you could see 2.232 on TNX, 22.32 per se. So that's really what I'm looking at in terms of news and everything like that. Again, I'm going to kind of go over the fundamentals here. I kind of want to take a look at banks. Tech is going to pull back a little bit. Again, you're sitting at the 20-day on the hourly. Break above 44.54, that'd be nice. Again, that's right at that fib level. But in terms of that, I really just want to focus on the banks today. See if I can catch something. AMD calls 115 for today. 115, I wouldn't do it right away. It might get a little pullback, maybe retrace a little bit back to around 112.82. That 50-day, that'd probably be a better level to look for. I wouldn't want to buy the 115s here. Let's go. Let's keep that money train rolling. Seriously, if anyone out here isn't part of the Guard team, just do it. You'll thank me later. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Price to add Palantir and MNDY. I don't know what MNDY is, so I have no idea what Monday.com is. Couldn't tell you. So I don't have a position, so I can't say, oh, this is where I'd buy it. If I'm just going by technicals here, all you did is there's a gap to fill right at 175.67. You could possibly buy there if you like. If you're looking at Palantir, which is a stock I really like, again, there is a level to break right at $13. There's another gap to fill at $13.65. At $13, more than likely I'll be adding some more. So let's see if we can get that push for the most part. But again, my focus, again, really for the trading side is Citi, Bank of America, and JPM. GS doesn't look like it has much more room to go to the upside. Let's take a look at Morgan Stanley. Doesn't have the best in terms of volume, but not really in terms of the setup either. So that's what I'm looking at. Oil levels to look for the S&P 500. Looking at the S&P futures here, that's pretty much your best bet. Again, you could see the rejection of that 200-day. If we can break above that around 44.65 or so, then I would want to go long on SPY. Maybe you could start targeting 450s or what have you. That'd be a good setup. You can basically talk about the 451s, 450s on SPY if you break above that. If you start breaking down below right around 4,400, then I'll start taking a look at the 43.71, 437 puts on SPY. That's what I would look for. Price breakout on Tesla. Tesla, again, I wouldn't trade it. It's just too darn expensive. Wouldn't waste my energy on it. I own shares, obviously. But in terms of trading it, it's just a lot of nonsense with it. You're right there, right at that 50-day. You have until 950. If you can stay above where we are now, 920 or so, 950 is your next target. You could possibly take a look at the 960 calls on Tesla, but they're going to probably be a little expensive. So just trying to be careful there. Do you expect tech stocks to continue to rise this week? I think we're going to get a little consolidation within the early days, Monday and Tuesday. Kind of, digest three days of freaking gains. I'd be extremely impressed if we got another fourth day of gains. I don't think we do, but let's see if we do. But I think today ends up being red. Pretty much flat. Not much going on. Value will catch some bids, but tech, I don't see them going green today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. 3 days in a row, usually you just don't get that, especially in the NASDAQ, at least 1%. Maybe if it's up slightly green, but really the next target on ES, S&P futures, is really 45.38. You break 45.38, it's basically saying the worst is over. And you survived it. You survived the correction. So it really remains to be seen. Again, I have nothing open. I'm going to take a look at Citi, JPM, and Bank of America today, see if I can catch that. So again, I'll keep an eye open, especially on Twitter. Keep an eye on us on Twitter at G.A.R Capital, and of course on Instagram as well. If anyone who caught that freebie on NVIDIA, kind of a similar setup in the sense, you get that gap fill, but again, we need the volume. Let's see if we catch it. So we'll go and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your morning. Make sure to hit that like button, please. Really do appreciate it as always. We'll catch you guys later for the aftermarket recap. Have a great trading day. Happy Monday. Cheers, guys.